Today I'm gonna be showing you how to make it so that you can slide down objects in Unity. So my first thought was, which I tried a while back, was to create a collider for the player to walk into, and that would lock them into a position to have them go down the slide and then hit another collider when they get to the end of the slide, so that they would exit the locked position. So basically, what would happen was they'd walk up here, hit like a box collider that's here, get locked into a path that goes down the slide, and then hit another collider that's at the very bottom of the slide that would unlock them. And they just fall out of the slide. So after messing around with that for about like an hour or two, I couldn't like figure out how to get that to work. So I instead started looking into just making the slide really slippery, and so that they wouldn't be able to like stand still on it. So basically, what I did was I went clicked on the slide. I looked around the internet a bit, saw that uh there was a material you could apply to a mesh collider to make it slippery. And so what you have to do is go into your assets menu in the project tab, right click, go into create, go on to like it's towards the bottom, it's physic material. Click on that and name it. I'm gonna name it slippery 2. Enter. And basically, what you want to do is go over to the side over here, which is dynamic friction. I want to set that to 0 and stack friction down to 0 as well. And so basically, what that does is dynamic friction and stack friction are how much friction is applied to you when you're walking or standing still. So if you set it down to 0, it's you can compare it to like ice versus 1 where it's very hard to move and it's really hard. And there's also another factor which is bounciness, where if you have jumping, if you jump on it, it's basically acts like a trampoline depending on how high or low you set it. And then friction combine, basically is average, minimum, multiply, maximum. Basically, what it does is it for average it takes the average of the two materials that are colliding with each other, and just takes the average of that friction, and then takes the minimum of one of them, takes or multiplies the two frictions, and then takes the maximum of one of them. That's basically what that does. Same thing for the bounce. And then next step I did was I went over to the slide, add a mesh collider to it, and add in the material. You can see I can drag it over into here. See, I can add it into there, do that. Now it should be more slippery than it was before. And another thing I had to do was for all to functions, I had to go over to my player model. So that's the XR origin for me. And then what I had to do was I scrolled to the very bottom and then added a rigid body component. And so basically what that did was it allows for the mesh collider and the rigid and the player to collide with each other, making it slippery. And so originally what was happening was my player was falling through the world over and over again. And so after I did search online, found out that was due to use gravity being turned on. So I disabled that. Uh, if you move around, your player will still follow gravity, it won't just be floating. And so now I'm gonna show you what that looks like. As you can see, I'm now in my world, and so what I'm gonna do is actually I'm gonna store over this scene, and then I'm just gonna drag my player model over so it's faster. Get over to the slide, put it up on top of the slide. I'm just drag over the game view. Okay, we're a little high in the air. Drop it down. So now I can see on top of the slide. I can see the whole park. Pretty cool. Now I'm gonna go on the slide. As you can see, I slid on the slide. It worked. I just kept moving, the slide just kept moving me forward because it's slippery, and now I'm in the pool.